It is another beautiful June day here in the town of 863. It's really sunny. The butterflies flying through the garden, birds flying in the sky, and a baby crying next door. But it doesn't matter about that. So here we are in the messy bedroom of 863 for another review. And this time it is of the magnificent HD PVR. If you don't know what the HD PVR is, well, that is it there. Basically the HD PVR is a capture card, or wouldn't say really a card, it's more like a box, that most YouTubers, well in fact a lot of YouTubers prefer. It's said to be the most popular way to record games, as it says on the box it came in, which has been sat here with loads of cables inside it on my desk over the weeks. And the PVR itself, after I had it, has been sat downstairs. Me personally, I'm not sure what's wrong, it might just be my computer, but the PVR itself is not responding with my computer anymore. So basically this thing, well yeah, it's the most popular capture card on YouTube. I know a lot of people on the Next Gamer Network use this capture card, not all of them. Slowly starting to be overtaken by its younger sort of brother, nephew, I don't know. The HD PVR2, which has HDMI input and output, and the Elgato Pro, I think that's what it's called, unless I just made that Pro bit up, which is just a HDMI capture card, which Dazran Trio Tree himself has now got in replacement for his PVR, and I might get as well. People who know me, I wasn't actually gonna buy this capture card box. I was gonna buy an AverMedia Dark Crystal because it would be smaller and less chunkier than this capture card box, as he said. Then that went up too much money, and out of stock before Christmas when I was going to buy this, and pretty much that is what happened. And I tried buying a HD PVR2. There was only one of those left, which was brought just before New Year's Eve, and this was the only one left on Amazon that I could afford. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got to it. But anyway, let's get into the review. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the interface of the HD PVR. So, the PVR, on the front part of the PVR, we have the power button. Now, this, I don't really assume does that much, because even though you could turn the power on and off when it's plugged in, the PVR doesn't really do anything, except for the little blue light which comes on here, which comes on and off, but it still overheats, and you can feel that on the top of the grey part. You also have the 3 lights right here, can't tell where my lens is. You have the blue light which tells you it's on, the red light which tells you that it's recording, as well as the light that lights up on the front. It only lights up on the front here for me, I don't know why. It doesn't light up all the around the edge, although when I took it to my friend's house the other day, it lit up all the way around, so I'm not sure if it's just my way of recording. Then you have the orange light, which means it's configuring with the computer. You have like a little sensor here, which if you have a remote to set it what to do and stuff. I don't have a remote because I looked for one, but it's too much for me. And you have like your, well, I call them retro, the old types of plugging in. So you have your S-Video. I know S-Video, I have, I think my Genesis console, Sega Genesis up in the attic, which doesn't work anymore. has that, or is it an aerial port, which is good, but the S-Video isn't very good recorded with the PVR because it has loads of lines across it. Not like, they're just like thick and you can't tell detail. Then you'll have your standard composite audio, no, video and audio. I had this for the Wii. In fact, if I just set the PVR back, I have my old composite and component cables up here in this very room. Here they are. These are my the old Wii composite cables. I do not use them anymore since I got component cables for the HD TV. But people like have old block TVs or just can't afford component cables really. We'll have these standard yellow, white and red. Practically all my friends have this. Basically, all you have to do is just plug that in here like that. Familiar sight because that's what I did yesterday at my friend's house. He doesn't have component cables, and then this end would go into the Wii. So that would be recording the Wii, obviously, outputting at the back via component. Now that is the thing. If it's not component, so it could be S-Video or composite, it outputs it still at that HD resolution, but then the Wii or whatever's outputting also is inputting into the HD PVR at the resolution it's set to input in, which means it's like an input clash, and the quality's really bad. When we tried out on my friend's TV, I don't think it could take it because it kept crashing. That's the thing with this. I'm not sure if I've got a corrupt PVR, but as proved, I'm not sure, but if you've seen the Mario Kart online videos, they go for hours long, and that is what it managed to do, other than today, like 10 minutes of video. But yeah, it would put that in, and then it would go through, come out the other side in HD, but it's not really HD, it's whatever this is output. So really it doesn't change the quality of the video or anything, it just outputs it in a different resolution to what was in here. So really the best option is to use component cables if you're doing that. Going back anyway, let's look at the front. So we don't need those anymore. Look at the back. Okay, so moving on, we will have, this is what component looks like. Other than just the one, we have three. That is your Y, P, B, PR input. I'm not sure if I said that the right way, but it's something like that. You have your green, which is your main video, so like that would input, but in black and white. Your B, which would have like all your darker colours, so like blue and green, not necessarily pointing at those two, that would be black and white, that would be blue and green and like all the bluey greeny colours. Red would be like the red and orangey colours, and they would all make up the three colours. And then you will have your audio cables here. Basically, I get these back, these audio would be the same, so you could just plug those in. I have plugged that in the wrong way, but yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't plug this into any of these because it wouldn't work, so yeah. But really it's just like a split version, or a layered version as you can say, of that. The HD PVR does come with a cable. The out input goes at the top, which I actually have to say, in and out should swap places, because it would be easier for it to come out at the bottom than at the top, just so it will be a lot more easier than laying the other one underneath, because I did crush the old component cable, and the signal wasn't clear enough to get through the HD PVR, so I had to sort it out. Then you have your optical sound. This is like digital sound, so like most desktop PCs have, I do believe. Not really any consoles have it. Optical in and optical out. The alternative to these two, analog, and it's a lot clearer, I have to say. I've heard sound through optical before because Dazran Trio Tree used it. Yeah, they are pretty used. That is your little blaster just there. That is with Sky, if you had like a Sky box, or just a box, I don't know, a TV box of any sort, it would sort of like infrared blast it to your PVR and it would pick it up. Then you have your, very important to here, your USB. That USB has to transfer information which the HD PVR collects for you and transfers it to your laptop or PC, and obviously the power. The HD PVR needs a power supply, otherwise it won't work, which is a bit of downside because I had to unplug some of the stuff behind the TV in order to do it. Also, with what it comes with is a little bit nifty, especially if you look at the component cable. That is a very thick and chubby cable, and I had to weave it through, including past the TV aerial, which we have a dodgy TV aerial, and so it dodged up the TV. But anyway, that is mainly the interface, and now let's go on to the video itself. Okay, so here we have the PVR on top of my laptop keyboard. Luckily it's big enough not to press any of the keys. So as you can see, the size compared to the laptop I used, if you're wondering, it's a Veo laptop. It has the code in the little corner there. Yes, so the PVR itself has quite a lot of technology in it. Quite a couple of cards, I don't know, like motherboards, and it has a motherboard or something, I don't know, just loads of technology inside there, at least up to 4 or 5 different processing cards and stuff which it outputs to the computer. This computer only has 3, I think, but I'm not sure. Also, the software it uses is variable, so if I just put this to the side or on my chair. So as you can see here, not using any screen software, sorry, but I could do, but it would just be laggy like hell. We have all these recordings in the folder of Mario Kart Online. That is on my, what you would call it, Elements hard drive, which is a terabyte if you're wondering. And that is a reason why. So, if you're wondering, all of these, videos, where's my mouse gone? All of these videos here are at least a gigabyte, so if you can see here, where are you? 26.4 megabytes for that one. 34.7 megabytes. You have all these videos which are like a lot of space. 2.4 gigabytes. I think the ones I was looking at were smaller videos which I used for the intro. But altogether, if I just go back properties on this, the whole folder is 75.7 gigabytes. Now, when I had this, I had it on my computer because Vegas Pro doesn't like me using videos on my hard drive for some reason. It used to, but it doesn't anymore. So this was on my computer and it was making it a lot slower. In fact, I do need to remove some of the videos. But yeah, that was with ArcSoft Media. If you see this little red circle down here at the bottom, that is the pug capture which I was sent because Arcsoft didn't respond with my computer anymore. It has a shorter amount of video space, although seems to not record up to like 5 minutes with the PVR. I did try this also at my friend's house, Cameron's house, and it did not work. But anyway, that was the recording and the software. Now to go to the video quality. For the video quality, I will now kindly show you some raw, unedited recordings that the HD PVR has taken. Some of them will be just snippets, others might be full videos. But anyway, I will let you be the judge of the video quality.
Mario, yeah! Oh yeah, Luigi! Let's go! Let's go!
Now we're moving on to the safety. So for the safety of the PVR, if you don't notice, but the PVR is made of plastic. All round. On the bottom, on the top, at the sides. even its little stubs are made of plastic. And there's not really any metal inside it other than in these bits here, which means it's pretty unprotected if you tap it with damage, which I have a feeling that I may have done when I first put it in because it corrupted. This makes me a bit cautious for safety, and I do like my safety even though I smashed the hell out of my door when I was 10 years old. I'm autistic, so it's likely I would do that. And if I just move to the side, this case, I have this case, as you can see, because it's right there. This case, I don't know why my dad said, he doesn't even know why, I bought this case when I was 7 years old from B&Q for no reason. And I used it for my old laptop. It was an XP laptop. I was very lucky to have it when I was 7 years old. And this is the thing that I used to take my HD PVR to my friend's house with all its equipment in. So it has like a velvety smooth thing and its own little maraca or poppy seeds in a bag, and it's very bashable proof. It did protect my computer when it fell on its side. I mean the thing on the box. So it should very kindly cradle it in the corner there. Although, as you can see, even though the PVR is quite big for a capture card, there's still a bit more room. So I usually put in a couple of extra things that are like softer or something. And yeah, so then I can just lock it up and take it to other places, which will be handy because that's probably what I'll be doing for the next few weeks. So that is the safety. Now for the final thing of improvements. Okay, so here are some improvements that I've set for the PVR. Now some of these improvements are already improved with the HD PVR number 2, but others aren't. So first of all, would probably be the video quality itself. It is incredibly good looking at the component side of it. I mean, in particular, the Xbox and the PlayStation, and maybe some Wii videos on some Wii games, have extremely good quality when they come out the other side from the PVR itself, really just after it's recorded, so raw, and you don't have to edit on Vegas. But some videos which are quite disappointing in quality, particularly for the Wii, because they are very small. Like Mario Kart was a small window, the smallest window actually, so I had to crop it and edit the colour to make it look HD again. So it does lose some quality while it's in there, but probably because it's easier for the PVR to process, and therefore it would be bigger. Which, another one would be size, but still going through to the quality. Also, it's particularly poor quality for the video left and right. I think I might have shown a video for that already, and even more worse, S video, which I did try out with something, I can't remember what it was, but it was something absolutely terrible, and I won't show that video because I deleted it. So it could improve in editing these more and making them even better when they come out the other side. Another improvement, which is what I said, would be the size. So it could be a little bit smaller because people who might want to put it on the side of a desk somewhere. So like, I just show you what I mean. You could like have a side of the desk a bit like the top of my amp here. My orange camera can easily fit on it. I'm not recording with my orange camera, but the PVR, even though it fits on it, a bit comes off the bottom there, as you can see, and around the back, and that makes me a bit cautious, but it can still fit into on top of the things. Should move it over like this smaller amp that I have. Other ways of saying that, you could like have a shelf or something that you could put it in. It's a bit wide so it might not fit in something like that's big. I don't know. Not really many capture cards can fit in there unless you have an easy cap, which is flexible enough to do something like that. But yes, the size does let it down. Another option is that it could have a better power saver. So when you switch off, not all the power's still coming in. Not coming in. Going through into the power supply and overheating the actual thing. So it could save power in a way, which I think is an improvement for the HD PVR 2, and also more recording options. So other than S-Video, composite and component at the back, you could have HDMI, which what we call it HD PVR 2 has, but also it could like have not what is it called? Damn it, I've forgotten it. Your monitor ones, like for old computers, VGA. That's it. That could plug in and out, so you could record your computer with it. Even though you could easily do that with HDMI, I can do that with my laptop. And also TV aerial, so you can plug in your TV aerial and record stuff off TV using this, other than transferring it through a DVD recorder. And finally, but not leastly, whatever you can say for that, perhaps the ability to actually tell you, what was I going to say? Ah, damn it, I forgot. It's round the back. Perhaps another way of taking it through into the computer. So basically, like, more options of USB transfer, because this has to work on 2.0, which is a bit of a problem for some older laptops, if you can't afford a newer laptop. So you could like have 1.0, 1.5 in there, which would be just still poor quality, but you can still record with it. 2.0, which it outputs in normally, and that's what you have to do it so it can run a lot faster. And maybe 3.0, which will be really fast, and you can record very well with it. And really, that is pretty much all the improvements that I have. In other words, the HD PVR is a fantastic device, and I really loved using it. Sadly, though, I might be getting rid of it because of reasons to do with the Wii and reasons to do with me, myself, and my computer. But in other words, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out my channel, because I'm going to be making some more reviews for this July, such as the Wii and my laptop and a couple of other electronics that I can find laying around everywhere. Maybe the amplifiers as well, or my new guitar. But or you could just request it if you've seen the device on Handy863 and you want me to do a review on it. I'll be glad to. Anyway, that is about it, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.